Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, stress just keeps piling up, controlling your day, your mood, and even your health? Most people believe that stress is just a part of life, something unavoidable. But what if I told you that this is completely false? In fact, ignoring it only gives it more power. Today, you're about to discover 5 foolproof techniques that are not only practical but can literally transform your life. Starting now. These aren't theories or vague advice you've heard 1,000 times. These are strategies that actually work, backed by science, and proven in real life. Imagine waking up tomorrow feeling calm, focused, and energized instead of trapped in a constant loop of tension and overwhelm. Sounds too good to be true, right? That's exactly why most people fail. They settle for coping, rather than mastering stress. But you're about to learn how to flip the script, turning stress from an enemy into a powerful tool for growth and clarity. By the end of this video, you'll have actionable steps you can implement immediately, giving you a sense of control that most people spend years searching for. And here's the controversial part. The techniques that work are often the simplest ones people overlook. It's not about expensive apps, exotic retreats, or extreme routines. Sometimes, the tiniest daily shifts, a few mindful breaths, a short walk, a slight adjustment in thinking can produce the most profound results. If you're ready to finally break free from stress's grip and reclaim your life, stay with me, because what comes next will challenge everything you thought you knew about managing tension. Mindful breathing and meditation. Have you ever noticed how your breathing changes when you're stressed? It's almost like your body is silently screaming for help. A wise mentor would say, before reacting, observe, feel, and breathe. Starting with just 3 minutes of mindful breathing in the morning or before bed can already shift your body's rhythm. Try inhaling for 4 counts, holding for 2, and exhaling for 6. It seems simple, yet it's powerful. This practice activates your parasympathetic nervous system, responsible for relaxation, helping you control stress before it takes over. When you think meditation requires hours of absolute silence, the truth is that small moments of mindfulness are enough. You can practice while washing dishes, taking a shower, or waiting for the bus. The key is to direct your mind to the present moment, noticing sensations, sounds, and your breath. A helpful trick is to imagine each inhale bringing calm and each exhale releasing tension. Practiced daily, this not only reduces immediate stress, but also strengthens your ability to stay calm. During bigger challenges, if you've tried meditating and gave up, don't worry. There is no absolute right or wrong. Start with short guided meditations, using apps like Headspace or Calm, or even 5-minute YouTube videos. For deeper guidance, books like The Miracle of Mindfulness by Thich Nhat Hanh offer simple and effective techniques. The important part is consistency, even just a few minutes, and noticing how your mind becomes clearer and more focused, even on chaotic days. A practical exercise for any time is the body scan, where you close your eyes and move your attention through each part of the body, noticing tension and relaxing it gradually. Doing this helps you discover areas of stress you didn't even realize existed. Imagine sitting at your desk, shoulders tense, and in just 2 minutes, relieving all that tightness. This simple act transforms your day, preparing you to handle stressful situations much more calmly and consciously as you develop this mindful breathing and meditation awareness. You'll start to notice it naturally connects with other aspects of life, like movement and daily habits. Mindful breathing opens the path to recognizing where your body and mind need attention most, setting the stage for physical activity, stretching, and small routine adjustments. This is the perfect transition point to the next step, where movement and the body begin to play a central role in stress reduction. Physical activity and movement is more than just burning calories. It's a powerful antidote to stress that often goes unnoticed. A wise mentor would remind you that even a short 10-minute walk around the block can reset your nervous system and boost mental clarity. Think about it. When tension builds in the body, the mind feels heavier too. Simple stretches, yoga poses, or even pacing while making a phone call can release stress that has silently accumulated. The key is to move with intention, noticing how each motion impacts both body and mind. For those who feel exercise is a chore, it's about discovering activities that spark joy. Dancing in your living room, climbing stairs instead of taking the elevator, or trying beginner yoga flows online can turn movement into a daily ritual rather than a task. Tools like resistance bands, dumbbells, or even household items like water bottles can help you create a mini workout anywhere. Physical activity doesn't have to be extreme. Consistency is far more valuable than intensity when it comes to stress relief. Imagine starting your day with a 5-minute stretch routine, focusing on shoulders, neck, and back. These are the areas where stress often settles without us realizing it. Even short sessions improve circulation, posture, and energy levels. Incorporating micro-movements throughout the day, like standing up every hour or doing light stretches while watching TV, builds a habit that naturally reduces tension. Over time, your body begins to release stress hormones, creating a sense of calm before it even hits your mind. Outdoor activities amplify the effect. connecting you to nature while you move. A brisk walk in a park, a light jog along a quiet street, or simple gardening can engage your senses, lowering cortisol levels and improving mood. Pairing physical activity with mindful breathing, noticing each step, each stretch multiplies the stress relief benefits. This combination trains the body to respond to stress more efficiently, while also giving the mind a sense of accomplishment and control. As you cultivate movement as a natural part of your day, you'll notice it complements other strategies like mindful breathing and time management. The body becomes an ally in managing stress, alerting you to tension and helping you release it before it escalates. This prepares the foundation for the next step, organizing your time and priorities to reduce overwhelm and create space for both productivity and relaxation. Seamlessly connecting mind, body, and habits. Time management and prioritization often grows silently from a cluttered schedule and endless to-do. A wise mentor would remind you that time is your most valuable resource, and managing it well is a cornerstone of stress reduction. Start by identifying high-priority tasks versus low-priority distractions, using tools like simple to-do lists. Planners, or apps such as Todoist or Notion can give structure to your day. Even small actions, like tackling the most pressing task first thing in the morning, create momentum and reduce the mental load that weighs heavily on your mind. The Pomodoro technique is another powerful ally. Breaking work into 25-minute focused sessions followed by 5-minute breaks trains your mind to concentrate deeply while avoiding burnout. Imagine writing an important report or studying for a certification in short bursts, fully immersed, and then stepping away to recharge. These micropauses allow creativity to flow and stress to diminish naturally. Pairing this with prioritized task lists ensures that what truly matters gets done without the chaos of multitasking. Learning to say no is also part of effective time management. Overcommitting drains energy and amplifies stress. A mentor would emphasize that setting boundaries is not selfish, it's strategic. Politely declining unnecessary meetings, delegating tasks when possible, or scheduling focused work blocks protects your mental space. By taking control of your schedule, you transform your day from a series of overwhelming obligations into a sequence of purposeful, intentional actions that serve your goals and well-being. Batching similar tasks is another underrated strategy. Grouping emails, calls, or errands together minimizes mental switching costs and maximizes efficiency. For instance, answering all messages at specific times rather than constantly checking your phone prevents cognitive overload. Scheduling daily rituals like morning planning, midday review, and evening reflection turns chaos into rhythm. These small adjustments drastically reduce stress, freeing mental bandwidth to focus on creativity, problem solving, and personal growth. As you master time management, you'll notice it naturally supports other stress-reducing strategies, such as mindfulness and physical activity. Organized time creates space for reflection, exercise, and intentional breathing. When you structure your day effectively, stress stops sneaking in unnoticed and becomes manageable. This sets the perfect stage for the next step, shifting mindset and reframing thoughts to transform stress into a tool for growth and resilience. Cognitive reframing and positive mindset. Stress often starts in the mind before it even appears in the body. A wise mentor would say that learning to reframe thoughts is like adjusting a lens. The world doesn't change, but your perception does. When faced with a challenge, instead of thinking "I can't handle this," try asking, "What can I learn from this?" This simple shift transforms obstacles into opportunities. Journaling your thoughts or repeating affirmations like "I am capable of handling this" can turn negative mental patterns into constructive ones. Another powerful technique is challenging assumptions. Many times, stress comes from beliefs that aren't even true. For example, assuming that one mistake ruins your reputation can create unnecessary anxiety. Ask yourself, is this thought based on fact or fear? Over time, this practice strengthens your mental resilience, allowing you to respond to stressful situations with clarity rather than panic. Reading books like Mindset by Carol Dweck can deepen your understanding of growth-oriented thinking and mindset shifts. Visualization is a practical way to reframe and boost positivity. Imagine a stressful meeting or presentation and picture yourself calm, confident, and successful. This mental rehearsal primes your brain to perform more effectively and reduces anxiety in real situations. Pair visualization with positive self-talk, such as acknowledging small wins throughout the day, and you'll notice stress becoming more manageable. Small daily practices like these gradually rewire the mind for optimism and adaptability. Gratitude is another underrated tool for cognitive reframing. Taking a few minutes each day to note things you appreciate, big or small, shifts focus from problems to possibilities. For instance, even noticing a sunny day, a kind word, or completing a task on time can reframe your perspective. This simple act trains your brain to detect positives amid challenges, lowering stress hormones and increasing emotional balance. It's a reminder that your mindset is a powerful lever in your stress management toolkit. As you cultivate a positive mindset and reframe stressful thoughts, you'll see how it naturally enhances other strategies, like movement, meditation, and time management. Mind and body begin to work together, creating a harmonious cycle of resilience. This mental clarity prepares you perfectly for the next topic, lifestyle habits and nutrition, which anchor your physical and emotional well-being. Completing the holistic approach to stress management, lifestyle habits and nutrition for stress reduction. Managing stress isn't only about the mind or short exercises. It's also about the daily habits that shape your life. A wise mentor would say that small adjustments, like maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, can drastically influence your stress levels. Sleeping 7 to 8 hours nightly restores your body and clears your mind. Even short naps of 20 minutes can boost energy and mood. Combine this with consistent hydration and mindful meals, and you're laying the groundwork for a calmer, more resilient self. Nutrition plays a silent but powerful role in stress management. Foods rich in omega-3s, magnesium, and antioxidants such as salmon, spinach, nuts, and berries help regulate cortisol levels and support brain health. Conversely, excessive caffeine, sugar, and alcohol can amplify stress and disrupt sleep. A practical approach is planning simple meals, keeping healthy snacks nearby, and pairing meals with slow, mindful eating. This not only nourishes your body, but also creates a ritual of self-care that calms the nervous system. Movement and lifestyle habits go hand in hand. Simple routines like morning stretches, walking after meals, or evening yoga sessions reinforce your body's ability to release tension. Even integrating hobbies, painting, gardening, or playing a musical instrument serves as a natural stress outlet. These practices remind the mind that relaxation isn't optional, it's part of a balanced life. Regular small actions compound over time, turning stress management into a lifestyle rather than a one-off effort. Creating a calm environment is another key factor. Declutter your space, add plants, or play gentle background music. These small sensory adjustments subtly influence your mental state, promoting relaxation. Pairing environment awareness with routines like deep breathing or journaling enhances the effect. Even lighting a candle or stepping outside for fresh air can act as cues to reduce tension. The environment becomes a silent partner in reinforcing calm, preparing your body and mind for peak performance. As you integrate lifestyle habits, nutrition, movement, and mindfulness into daily life, you'll notice a holistic transformation. Stress no longer feels like an uncontrollable force, but something manageable and predictable. These habits anchor all previous strategies, forming a comprehensive system that supports resilience, energy, and clarity. With this foundation, you are now fully prepared to bring everything together into practical techniques that transform your life, leading naturally to crafting an engaging, transformative introduction. Now that you've discovered these 5 foolproof stress management techniques, the real question is, will you actually apply them or let stress continue to control your life? Think about your typical day. Where could you insert just one of these strategies and make an immediate difference? Perhaps it's a short mindful breathing session before work, a quick stretch during a break, or reframing one negative thought that's been holding you back. Small actions repeated consistently lead to massive transformation. Ask yourself, how would your life look if stress didn't dictate your decisions, your energy, or your mood? Imagine waking up tomorrow with clarity, calm, and focus, ready to tackle challenges without being overwhelmed. That future is entirely within your reach, but it requires intentional practice and commitment. The techniques you've learned aren't magic pills, they're tools, and tools only work in the hands of someone willing to use them. Which of these 5 techniques will you start with today? Share your choice in the comments below. I want to hear which method you're going to implement first and how it changes your perspective. Engaging with this community helps reinforce habits and accountability. And who knows, your experience might inspire someone else to take action. Interaction here is part of your transformation. Remember, stress is not your enemy, it's a signal, a guide showing where attention is needed. By combining mindful breathing, movement, effective time management, cognitive reframing, and healthy lifestyle habits, you're building a resilient, balanced, and empowered version of yourself. Each step compounds, making future stress easier to manage and life infinitely more rewarding. If you found value in these strategies, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to continue learning, growing, and mastering your stress. Your journey doesn't end here, it's just beginning. Apply what you've learned, engage with the techniques, and watch as your life transforms, one mindful step at a time.